Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. I'm Tech, and this is the Tech Show, a show where we talk about what I'm up to, the movies, the shows, and the anime I've been watching, and the games that we've been playing. Special greetings to tech support, those who subscribe, follow, and spend their time here with me. I'm here, you're here. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna talk about me first. We're at 239 subscribers as of the start of this video. So we're so close to 250, y'all, which is awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We went up a lot this last 28 days, which is awesome. YouTube is like giving me little like congratulations on this, and I'm just like, oh wow, that's so cool that I'm doing this new thing and people are actually tuning in for it. So I don't know what parts you all are tuning in for. If y'all want to let me know which shows you're actually like here to like hear me talk about, or if it's just like, oh, general support, like please say in the comments, and that way I can like be more give you more of what you want as well too. I love giving you all more what you want. Okay, so let's dive into the movies that we watched. Spoiler warnings, of course. I'm always gonna put something up here to show you what we're currently like talking about on the show, so that way you can know like, oh, let me skip this part because I'm not caught up yet. That being said, let's go right into our movies. Death of a Unicorn. I went to go see this. I love horror movies. I love camp, and this hit every single spot. Talk about a great film, y'all. It really did what I want. The cast was stacked, and everyone delivered. What is it? Jenna Ortega did so well. The entire movie was just like a really fun little roller coaster of like campy horror, which is, like I said, I really, really enjoyed that. Will Poulter was in it. If you don't know him, I would say like he's becoming a comedy king. That's been like, I feel like the genre where he shines the most. He was also in a Marvel movie as Adam. I think he did well there. I like him for that role. And I want to see how, if Marvel keeps him, I want to see how they evolve him in that role. They've had him in 2 movies now. Well, I guess technically they've had him in 2 movies. Wait, did he show his face in the other one? No, so they've had him in 1 movie. I guess, right? Yeah. Maybe I might have to rewatch. I might have to look into that. Okay, but I loved him in We're the Millers is the main one. So that's where I first saw him, I want to say. Or was it Chronicles of Narnia? It might have been Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah, because he was way younger in Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah, but We're the Millers, he was in there, and gosh, like he's just so good at comedy. I remember in We're the Millers, he was singing, and I'm very much a TLC fan, and he sang Waterfalls, and he knew all of Lisa Left Eye Lopez's rap part, and I was just like, okay, this is great. I mean, he learned lines, but I mean, I like that his character was like, oh, the character's gonna know all the lines. I thought it was cool. Okay, but yeah, I definitely recommend the movie. I think as far as like what it was going for and everything like that, I don't have many negative notes for it. I would have to dig, y'all. I would have to dig to find out like what I didn't like for it. I think like it knew what it was giving, and it didn't try giving something and not delivering. It delivered exactly what it wanted to give. So it's gonna be high on my ranking list. I would say with everything, nothing musically stood out to me for it, but I don't think it was trying to deliver that. Picture great, story great. The comedy was so funny. I would give it, and this might seem high to you, but I would give it like a strong 8 out of 10 as far as like everything goes. I feel like, oh, what would be my notes on it that would bring it down even? So I'm saying 8 out of 10 right now, and the bring down, I think, was the father. He's also a Marvel person. There's another person. Rob. No, I was gonna say Rob Lowe. Whoa, what's wrong with me? Paul Rudd. Not Rob Lowe and Paul Rudd. Wow, it's like y'all. I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah. Paul Rudd did so good in it, but I just felt like there was like his character was almost a little too annoying. Of like, yo, like I was like, okay, like it's I don't know, like it got to a point where like the character felt like it was almost like kind of like badly written with his responses and stuff like that. Like it took so long for the turn to happen. I was kind of like, oh, this is a little bit unbelievable. Where it's like, I think you're gonna, I don't know, but it's supposed to be campy and funny. Where it's like, oh, the character's so dumb. Of course, these bad things are gonna happen to them. But at the same time, I was like really frustrated because I'm like, okay, I feel like these two characters should have been like the two smart ones, and it wasn't like it was like there's only one person in here who has like a common sense, and it was Ridley, Jenna Ortega's character, and it's like, okay, well, even the father's kind of like, ugh. But yeah, otherwise the delivery was really really good. I think that character just could have been changed a little bit to where it's like we have two same people and the rich people are wildly out of touch, and that would have been like so funny because like they're there and they're trying to like relate to them. And I guess you could say like you could argue that Paul Rudd's character Elliot was like trying to relate to them so that way he could get in with them and secure a future for his daughter, but at the same time just like okay. Let's move on to the shows. I love winding down with some good TV, and I especially like talking about shows with y'all. So let's get into what we've been watching. Again, spoiler warnings. We'll dive right into RuPaul's Drag Race. I just finished watching this with Josh, so if I actually get emotional while I'm talking about it, I'm so sorry. But literally, I'm fresh. I'm like not even 30 minutes ago we finished watching this. So it's fresh with me. But gosh, y'all, what an emotional episode. It was so good. I think I was crying most of the episode to the point where like I was actually like a little annoyed. I'm like, gosh, this episode is just like tearjerker after tearjerker. So they brought in the families. I gotta say, like Susie Toots' mom, Sam's mom, so great, and like Lexi Love's situation was so relatable, and also I think it was really great to see, and Josh mentioned this was like being able to get a parent for every single person in the cast is kind of like huge, and like you can even see RuPaul like getting kind of like worked up about it because I'm pretty sure, I mean, if you're doing something like this for years and then you get to a point where it's like I didn't have a no, like everyone came and everyone here is supportive. Even like Lexi Love's mom, I'm sure like you can tell when Lexi was talking about it, she has a history with her mother um that I could probably relate a lot more to than some of the other characters who have really supportive family, which is like, gosh, it's just so refreshing to see. I'm not I'm a little on the older side, so I like my generation just didn't have that with like supportive family. Like that's just not a thing, and to see people come up and be like, oh, not only like is your parents supportive, like I forgot who it was. There's like, yeah, my father took me to my first uh like drag performance that I performed in. Like that's huge. That's so amazing to see like nowadays, and it's like, gosh, like it's really beautiful, especially like now, like with everything that's happening, like with politics and the world and stuff like that. It's really good to see like, oh, like here's like, yeah, you can see like all the decline, but here's some growth, and it's like, gosh, like it's really good to see. It's I don't know, it's just so wholesome, and I really like seeing it. God, I get that cry. Like Sam, like I'm getting worked up already. Sam and Sam's mom. It was great to see Sam just be like I'm so glad you're here, and Sam's mom to be so proud, and like Susie too. And her mom is so beautiful they're all so beautiful to watch. And then like Anya's father was so spectacular and so funny. Like I get where the charisma comes from now, and to see like Anya's father like so like into it, especially with the background, it's like, gosh, like this could have been so different, and it's not. It's so beautiful, and I don't know. I was I was worked up the entire episode. It was really really great. I was the entire thing. I was like, who are they gonna send home? Like, I don't think they should send anyone. Like, luckily it was what was the Shantae? Shantae, yeah, obviously. Shantae, like everyone stayed for that one. Gosh, but man, I like they Josh was saying it that they like raised the stakes up with this, because like you don't like you rooting. There's nobody to not root for right now. Right now, I'm just like I'm rooting for all these people because these stories are all great. Like everyone has something where I'm just like I kind of want them to win. Now I feel really bad if they left. There's nobody who I'm like, oh, they need to get out of here already. Like there, nobody I feel like is like that. Like I feel like I could see so much growth from like everyone. So like I don't know, the next few episodes are gonna be rough, y'all. Like I'm not ready for anyone to go. Like everyone's so great. Okay, let's move on. Oh, some anime, y'all. I love anime. We're watching Solo Leveling, and I know last episode I said, "Oh wow, this is the finale." Yeah, it was. That was not the finale. That's not it. So apparently there was another episode, and so I had my what's it called? When you guess what's gonna happen. I had my theories about what's gonna happen. I was like, oh, next season, he's probably gonna like bring to life the healer and have him heal her. And he did, and I was like, oh, I didn't have to wait for another season. There was another episode, and the reason I found out was because I watch other people who do like reaction videos on YouTube, and I saw there was another reaction for Solo Leveling. I was like, didn't they just watch the season finale that I watched? And that's when I realized, oh, the episode I watched was not the season finale. So embarrassing for me, but also like a relief because I'm like, oh yay, I get more Solo Leveling, and that's what I wanted. We're watching White Lotus. We're on the episode 7 of White Lotus now. Season finale is this week, this Sunday, so I am excited for that because, gosh, the episodes have been. This is a very slow burn, I would say. Not a lot has happened, but so like everything's like the wind up is so good that the pop of the season finale is just gonna be all over the place, y'all. If you follow me on Blue Sky, like I'm probably gonna be posting about it. I do very well on Blue Sky. Like cross my heart to like not do spoilers. I try to like I say things in a way where it's like it could be anything, but also like if you know, and you can conversate with me on there. I will also like I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna start like pulling like comments from the shows I'm watching and putting them on here, so that way y'all can. It will be like kind of a conversation between us. I'm more interested in doing that on the Patreon once that kicks off. Like I have it up there and I put the videos up there, but I haven't been like super invested in it yet because we're on episode 4. So things are just getting started here on the channel. Even though I've had videos in the past, things are just getting started. So I don't want to be like, oh, come pay for something that's like not finished yet. I want there to be like a good product if I'm gonna be asking people for like, hey, go subscribe here, and it's like, why would you it's like I want to make that why would you. It's like, oh well, I can actually interact and get my comments put up and stuff like that. But right now I kind of want to give that to everybody, so that way there can be like a conversation between me and you. So the YouTube comments, the Blue Sky comments, I will put up here probably starting next week. We'll see. That's what I want to do. And so we can talk about all these things. But yeah, everything's gearing up. The dad is going kind of insane. And honestly, I'm kind of exhausted with him, y'all. Like every time he has a fantasy about like offing himself, I'm just like, yo, just do it. Like, just do it, please. Like, just go. I don't want him to take his family out though, y'all. Like, isn't it so weird? They're like the worst people in the world, but something about them makes me want to save them. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't want to save them, but at the same time, I do. It's weird. I feel like it's weird. Okay. Survivor 48. Y'all. I realized I always like when I'm talking to myself, internal monologue about like this show and what I'm going to talk about, I always think about Survivor, but I just realized like we're on episode 5 now and I haven't talked about Survivor yet. So we're on episode 6 of Survivor now. The merge is here and I have yet to talk about it. Show's great so far. Very like invested in these characters already. The men are hot. Everyone's so motivated. Say is going through it too. Say is like one of the most interesting characters on it. I don't know if she's gonna be a fan favorite, but she's definitely good for the show. Joe's chest. Joe's chest is immaculate.
Now they just finished a gallon of whole milk. Maybe that's where he gets his pecs from, though, you know? Those things are immaculate.
Per the thing, like he's so daddy, and I love that he has his daughter there. The whole like thing with like the autism and being on the spectrum and it being on there is very like beautiful to see, and the acceptance of it, because you know there's a lot of things where you don't get to see a lot of like yourself or other things on the show, and especially like when it comes to like autism or queerness or anything like that, like it's like, oh, it's kind of like it's nice to see it on there. And Survivor has been very good about putting people on there. I think this season it's like, gosh, like it's so beautiful to see that, and then to see someone so supportive like Joe is just, I like there's that episode where like he went and he helped her through, she was having she was having like a moment with her autism, and he like helped her through it, and it was so good. I don't know when it comes to autism if that's considered a panic attack, but it felt it's like in the same, I want to say like it feels like it's in the same realm where you kind of need to ground yourself, and sometimes you need someone else's help to ground you. That is that moment was like so beautiful to see, and then everyone be supportive, so much so that like Joe started crying, which Josh was telling me that like he's never done that before, and we're on season 48. The show's been on for ever, and this is the first time Joe has cried on the show, and it's like golly, because like yeah, like he's a parent, and then it's like, oh gosh, it's so good to see like, you know, like people be on there and be like, hey, like you might have a kid like this, you might be a person like this, and here's an example of like the world's gonna help them. There are gonna be people out there who are gonna help them, and also they can do it. They can. There's these challenges in life, and Survivor is a good example of a big challenge that like you would never expect to have, and like it can be overcome. It's just so good, y'all. I was very emotional on that one. I cried in that one too. I was like, oh gosh, this is so good. Especially like Joe's. Oof. And I know everyone like is thirsting after David. I mean, and he knows it too. I mean, yeah. So it's kind of like, okay, yeah, but Joe definitely is like tugging at my heartstrings with that. Like he's my favorite so far on there. Mm. Okay, I don't have a lot more to talk about. I'll bring up some more stuff later. But yeah, if y'all are on Blue Sky, like please join me on there. I have the Discord as well. Please join me on there. If you're watching this before Saturday, I do have. I'm kind of like slowly gonna get back into streaming. I'm not gonna be doing it as much because my main focus is gonna be this YouTube, my health, my fitness, my mental health. So that's gonna be like in the back burner, but also like I'll do that every once in a while. It's gonna be more of like an incentive thing of like, I'm gonna tell you all, hey, I'll be streaming this time. This is exactly what I'll be doing, but I'm no longer gonna be like just like, oh, let me just press start streaming and go off. It's gonna be like a planned thing because I very much need structure in my life to be healthy. So that's what I'm gonna do. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in a structured way. Where I have like a set time, like, oh, I'm gonna stream on Saturday. It'll be for 1 hour, and this is what I'm gonna do, or this is what we're gonna talk about. And I think I might be leaning more towards us talking about something. I might play a game in the background, like Minecraft. But even then, like, it might be more of a sense of like, I'll record that while talking about, well, while doing the show, I'll be playing a game. So that way, like when I go to record, it'll be like, hey, I can just pull the stream recording or record while I'm streaming, and we can do that. Because I really do want to get back into my gaming streaming, but I want to do it in a healthy way. Because I've been doing so good, y'all, lately. Like with going to the gym and working out. I mean, yeah, with working out, like look at that. That's ridiculous. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, like I've been getting it. I'm doing like a challenge in the gym, like climb Mount Everest. I might finish it this weekend because I have what 2,000 feet left for the 2,900 feet, and I'm gonna get a shirt. The gym, so it's like a challenge on there, and you get like a water bottle, you get a bandana, you get a towel, and then the last thing that you get is a shirt that says I climb Mount Everest, and I'm gonna get that shirt. So I'm looking forward to it because I really want it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you want to follow the Patreon, please do so. Eventually, we'll get content up on there, especially once I start doing the reaction videos again, which I want to start this weekend. I think Saturday I'm going to be recording. I just got to pick a movie, and you all like the Patreons where you can voice those opinions of like what you would want me to watch, because I'm probably going to start off with horror movies and stuff like that too. I might do TV shows, but like I said, I kind of want to do something that's going to be way more time, um like less time consuming for me, so that way I can just shoot it out. And like a show would just be so many episodes, so much recording, so much editing, where it's like, let me just do one movie where I can like quickly get it out there, and not have to invest too much time to it, so that way I can, like, again, my mental health, my time, I want to like have it very structured, and that might take a time away from me, so I had to be like very careful about how I'm doing things. But again, thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all being here. Bye, bye, bye.